In this video, you will find some information that will give you a whole new view of the world. These things not only make people unhappy in life, they also lead to disputes, divorces, or even crime, and thus to the wildest and worst conditions imaginable. Therefore, this video is not for the faint of heart, but this knowledge can change your whole life. This is the third part of the series on happiness, and I recommend you to watch my other two videos on happiness first for a better understanding. The last two videos were about how happiness has something to do with helping other people. But what if you try to help someone and for some reason you can't? Let's imagine little Emily walks into the kitchen and sees her mother doing the dishes. For little kids, helping their parents around the house is a great joy. So she comes in, grabs a plate, wants to clean it up, but it falls on the floor. Mom gets mad and kicks her out. Emily feels bad, and possibly that was the last time Emily volunteered to help her mom do the dishes. Emily had the intention to help, failed to do so for whatever reason, and makes a decision that will affect the rest of her life. For example, she says she won't help her mother anymore because she doesn't want to experience something like that again. Decisions like these are what makes life hell for us, Emily, and her parents. If someone is denied helping often enough, they will stop helping and do the opposite. What is the opposite of helping? If we look at it a little closer, the sequence of events is as follows. Someone wants to help in some way but cannot control the objects or people around him, or does not manage to control them in a positive way because he may lack the knowledge or skills to do so. He sees that his girlfriend is feeling bad and wants to help her by trying to take her hand to cheer her up. However, she has a headache and wants to have her peace and becomes even more annoyed. His help becomes something bad, he feels bad about it, and maybe starts to feel ashamed. Such situations accumulate in a relationship and cause the relationship to go downhill. He keeps doing things that harm that area or that person. For example, he dates another woman. He continues to feel worse and worse. By now, the relationship is no good anyway, and eventually he withdraws from it completely because he can't take it anymore. People suffer failures in helping others and then withdraw from those people or areas. For example, they may separate from loved ones or no longer want to do their work or hobby because they have done too much damage there. Very often older people have withdrawn completely because they believe they can no longer help anyone. All too often people work all their lives to finally be able to retire, then stop helping and start to decline. I'm not saying that no one should retire, but older people should think carefully about how they could continue to be a contribution to the family or society if they don't want to spend the rest of their lives being unhappy. Prisons are full of people who have been denied helping and told often enough that they are not allowed to participate in life. People always want to help, because if their help works, they are proud of what they do and get recognition for it and feel that they belong to the society because they contribute and are important for other people. If we understand this, we also understand why it is a bad idea to accept hundreds of thousands or even millions of refugees into a country and then deny them the social contribution. By this I do not mean that we should not help these people, but that we should not prohibit these people from helping or working, which is also a form of help, if we do not want to turn them into criminals. There are many different ways to help others, and on closer examination we see that every profession is a form of help. For example, when we buy a piece of clothing in the store to give to someone, the saleswoman has helped us by giving us the clothing, and we have helped her by giving her money. The concept of help in this context may seem a bit strange, but that is exactly what it is. To make someone's work easier, to make it possible for someone to reach a goal. The saleswoman helped us and enabled us to achieve the goal of buying a piece of clothing as a gift for someone. Likewise, we helped her and enabled her to get a little closer to her goal of renovating her store or whatever. Even well-intentioned advice or raising someone's mood can be a way of helping another person. When you're in a good mood, life is much easier and even difficult things are more fun. So we see that even a child with his cheerful nature can make a great contribution if it makes us happy. So what can we change in life? Where is the root of the problem? We see that it all started with someone not being able to control the objects or people around him. So it is about learning to control objects and people in a positive way so that we can be really helpful. If we are successful on a large scale in teaching people to achieve something they can be proud of, if we can give people real help and real knowledge, when we allow others to help us, and when we are a help to others, when we begin to encourage and acknowledge others for their help, we will not only be better people ourselves and produce better people around us, we will also begin to create a better society. At the top you will find a video about how the whole society is made unhappy and what you can do about it. The one below is a video on how you can achieve your goals. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell to not miss any videos in the future. If the video helped you, share it with others and leave me a like.